Today, I'm going to show you how one man liquidated over $80 million off of credit cards. I'm joined here with my good friend Gray. Gray, why don't you let the people know a little bit about you and what it is you do?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Colin. My name is Gray Friend, guys. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Mundy Friend Capital. We are the de facto leader in the credit conversion space, where we work with firms just like Colin and help you guys. When you get those credit cards, you're able to access some of the capital off of it for a series of investments, making payments, you name it. So we help all types of folks doing all types of different business models. In the last 18 months, we've serviced over 4,000 clients and have been able to help people get $80 million, over $80 million off of their cards and into their business so they can, grow, expand, build, and purchase what they're working on. So would love to show you a little bit, under the hood on what to expect.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Go ahead, take it over.
Sure thing. So first and foremost, let's talk about the problem at hand. If you've ever looked at getting cash off of a card, you're met with a couple of issues. One of the biggest issues is, can your card even do this? The other issue is, the price, right? So you're stuck with a cash advance fee of 20 to 30% plus. There's probably more fees on top of that. If you try and do any sort of invoicing method, whether it's your friend's, merchant account or your own merchant account, you might get hit with, a hold, a flag, anything like that. It can work, but it does, open up a can of risk. So that is not ideal. And then, of course, trying to invoice yourself, anything like that, you're breaking, cards rules, you're getting stuff shut down, you name it. So there really isn't a successful, easy way for users to access their own cash off of their cards without jumping through hoops, without, filling in information on various sites to, apply for accounts, whatever the case is. So what we've done is we've streamlined an automated system to where you guys in credit class and, working directly with Colin to be able to, access the capital from your cards to, grow and expand your current model. So for us, we personally partner with a, financial conglomerate on the back end, on the processing side, so they know exactly who we are, who you are, what your goals are, and how the process works. We have an automated system, so you onboard, you fill out your information, and you take care of the agreements, pay, and then funds directly sent to your account on file. You have a dedicated manager, and you'll get automatic emails and texts and everything like that, just to go over and show you and be there the entire time during this process. So that's kind of the most basic on a little bit about the problem and the solution. Funny enough, this was a problem of my own. So back, a couple years ago, I had done the credit stacking method, where I've gotten about 150K with an Age Corp and from a variety of banks. I myself needed to take off funds and found it to be a struggle, right? So, it was invoicing. My buddy and I were invoicing each other, and we were buying stuff and selling stuff. Funds were getting held. We got some money off, but it wasn't the most ideal process. But we did get to use it for a couple of projects. I'll show you them here. So a couple years ago, had a variety of different, projects, one of them being e-commerce on the left side. So I purchased, some inventory. They had an ACH requirement for that, and it was a cash discount. So we needed to take off some of the capital from the cards. And then, of course, on the right-hand side, we have a couple of franchise locations, right? We needed cash for inventory, for payroll, for putting a down payment on the property, you name it, right? Stuff that credit cards traditionally can't do. So we kind of solved our own problem and kind of talked about it in the first group. And there's so many more use cases beyond that, right? So going into that, I mean, you could use this for growth, right? So just like I did, you funded in e-commerce or anything of that nature. You can expand your fleet. People come in and they purchase cars. You can acquire a new business like a cash generating asset. There's operation stuff, right? Cover payroll. Earnest money deposits for your or for your real estate guys, all the way to investments, right? So again, down payments, generate cash generating assets, savings. I mean, there's quite literally limitless, there's a limitless use cases for this kind of service. And that's why we partner directly with, with Colin, and, we'll work directly with you guys to, take care of your business needs. So it's a really simple, process. If I were to, show you, I can go over here on what to expect. Very standard, very simple. Of course, you come in, you sign up. After that, you book a call. So on this call, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over who we are, who you are, how this process works, how many cards you have, if applicable, what the limits are, and what you're looking to do. At this point, we're going to kind of get to know each other, understand again the goals. You can hear about us, our process, and everything like that. After the onboarding call, you're going to fill out an application. This is where we get your business docs. This is where we get personal information. We verify, everything through Plaid. So you'll verify your ID, verify your bank account, make sure that everything is, owned by you and operated by you. After that, you get invoiced to the cards on file, and at that point, you pay, process, and then get funds dispersed to the account. Really simple, really easy, dedicated reps, automatic messages, anything like that. So that is kind of, the overview of what to expect. So
Incredible, incredible, dude. And why don't you tell people once again, how much money you guys got and how long have you guys been open to
yeah,
achieve that result?
yeah, absolutely. So over the last few years, we've been doing this. In the last couple of years, we've brought it all together, have served thousands of people, and have done over $80 million in liquidations and credit conversions is what we call it. So it's always been about the consumer, because we solve their own problem. So everything has been about making sure that deadlines are met, that requirements are being met, that we're doing this in the safest possible transaction, safest way possible, be able to deliver and take care of this. I mean, we've been, working with so many different, people, so many different groups, providing, liquidity sources for, guys in e-commerce, real estate. We had a lady purchase an airplane, or flight plane out in Phoenix, so she could start her flight school. So that's pretty cool.
Wow,
Uh,
incredible.
yeah, we've had some amazing stories. People are doing stuff. They're, purchasing, actual businesses. People are putting down payments on properties to, start their Airbnb ventures. You name it. I mean, it's quite literally limitless. And we see, dozens and dozens of people on board daily, and we get hundreds and hundreds of fill outs a week, and do, an immense amount of volume. And this is all we do. This is all our firm does. We don't do anything else. We are here solely for you, working by you to take care of your needs and to get this to where you need it, so you can, build, grow, and expand your venture, your business, and just kind of elevate your current position to get to that next level. So we're,
Incredible.
here to
Thank,
work.
thank you, man. And
Yeah.
I'm excited to announce that, me and Gray have partnered together. So if you're watching this YouTube right now and you found Gray from my video, you guys are getting a special rate. And to access that, go ahead in the description down below and click the affiliate link right there. That's our special credit class Colin Yerkison affiliate link. So you guys will get the best rate available in terms of fees. So make sure you go check that out. And as always, if you want a guideline for your funds that you're liquidating and you want different viable investing opportunities that I've personally done over the past 6 years with my $500,000 of 0% funding that I've acquired for myself, you can go ahead and apply for Credit Class. This is a group with over 1,000 members. We meet weekly on live calls. We have a full credit program where we come in and give you exact custom game plan for where you're at, and we show you exactly where you need to go in order to achieve your goal. And like I said, we have 6 different investment options that we all partake in that are viable, that are successful, and actually work. And of course, we partner directly with Gray so that we can get your cards and then you go ahead and liquidate with him for the easiest liquidation method possible. So, Gray, man, thank you so much for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure. Guys, make sure you go follow him and yeah, click the link down in the description if you want to work with us.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Colin.
Awesome. Subscribe, right, Gray?
Yes, sir. Subscribe.
Smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.